Right, so welcome back to another session this week. I was going to have Spencer do the recap, so I guess it'll be me. And I had to think back a few weeks, I think. Where were you at before? Where were you at last? Where were we at? And then I'll continue from there to get you to where we're at now.
We just cleaned up the mess with the ungag.
Okay. And
then we kind of came back and did some stuff, I believe. I just missed last week, that's it.
Okay, so you made it to the crypt.
Yes, the crypt.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so
You tried to throw him in.
Oh yeah, he tried to throw me in the portal since I shot.
You shot the lady in the arm or something like that. You were like, oh, come on.
all right, so initially they continued the investigation of the crypt and found a little bit and then reported it to the authorities there, who gave them another lead when they investigated further. So this was the following morning, and that led them to a cloak shop where there was some cloak shopping that took place for some of the characters, and we really designed these awesome cloaks, one for a beaver, I believe, right, or badger, and one for a paladin sized cloak. And after that, they found through the records that there was this connection between this cloak that was found in the crypt to a customer of this cloak person, and that was tracked down to this bar where, upon entering, it was basically all orcs for the most part. And they're all looking at the dwarf, and it looks like a fight's about to break out. And but they managed to get in contact with Tanet, I believe, right?
Yeah,
yes, Tanet. And they wound up striking a deal to go after Tanet's employer that had him get this cloak. We don't know exactly why, but apparently he has a problem with the employer. And so they're at least temporarily teamed up to go and to some location where basically we assume there's going to be some fighting this person or persons.
All right.
I think that's where that.
And the gamble dude?
That's the half orc that they ran into in that bar.
Oh, okay.
That they were looking for, who is connected to the crypt
Here
defiling.
are the names of the people that we know so far. They are the cloakman, and then Sarah's Jaffer?
It was
Jafar?
I would say Jafar.
Cyrus Jafar.
Yeah,
Jafar.
Jafar.
He's
Yeah.
the employer.
That's the employer.
No, Cyrus Jafar is not the. Oh yes, the employer. Yeah.
Also, the sorceress. We believe they're the same person. The one you shot. That
Yes.
went into the portal.
They went to the portal. You saw that part.
And apparently, he's leading us to where she is.
For better or worse.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This is fine.
Yeah, everything's going your way technically, I guess. So we are right over here. All right.
Should I keep the same 2 points from?
No level up right now. You're sure at level 2 though, right?
I know.
No,
you're
we
back on
took a
rest.
long rest.
We rested, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'd be healed. I thought you were talking about like level up hit points. I was like, yeah. Yeah, everyone fully healed. There was resting. There was resting with prostitutes. There was all sorts of stuff going on.
Oh yeah, that was a fun night.
I'm assuming the rogue did something.
Did a lot of
That's why we
things.
had prostitutes.
A lot of things.
Oh, and there's a murder mystery too that we'll take care of, I guess, when we get back.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rogue has promised to solve within a week. Also, he owes someone shady a favor that he got like a discount for some. So there's a lot of little plot lines, but for now we've got this employer to deal with, and then we'll kind of see where it goes from there. Yeah, that like pinkish dice. It looks like the light up dice. Like when it's that color. It looks like it's a clear dice that lights up when it hits the light in the right angle. So anyways, following Tanet, you come upon a house, and it's fairly typical looking within the city. And it's a bit unkept, with the windows being obscured by dust and grime. And in terms of location-wise, it's near the docks, but it's like not within view of the water So there's buildings that would be resin above, so like you can hear, oh, there's water, but you don't see it from this outside point.
That's where he brought us.
Yes.
I thought we were going to a place outside the city. Why are we here?
This is the place.
This is the place? Okay.
And yeah, he starts talking to some of his, because he has his two henchmen, we'll call them, with him. And he's giving them some sort of instructions. Does anyone speak, I don't think so. Orcish? All right, then no one, incomprehensible. And so then he talks back to the group. He's like, so the way this works, I think just go right in the front and we'll wait around back in case they try to escape.
Works for me.
I guess.
I'm sending one of my boys with you to make sure nothing gets taken. Because remember, we get the whole cut here. You just get to be little goody two shoes.
I'm not talking to him.
Yeah, there was a altercation earlier at the bar between the orc and the dwarf.
The sooner we get this done, the better.
Oh yes.
So one of them is going to be accompanying you, one of the orcs.
Okay.
Is he just typical orc?
I mean, he's dressed. They're all kind of like roguelike. They're not like heavily armored or anything. They're just basically thieves and brigands. So just kind of, half orc looking guy, and has a dagger and doesn't look like he's some, super tough guy or anything. But he's there to keep an eye on you.
Okay.
I'm going in.
Yeah, I walk in as well.
Okay, so the door is locked.
Is it wood?
Yeah, it's a wooden door.
Okay. I'm gonna try to break it down.
Okay.
Wait,
Well,
dude, the rope.
Let's think of the
They're
rope.
evil.
They're evil. That doesn't mean we break down their door.
Yes.
Show some hands.
Doesn't the rogue have like lockpicks and stuff?
Probably. But I'm doing this fast.
All right, go ahead, knock it down.
I was gonna charge at the door and like
Okay.
shoulder.
What happened to being
Yeah.
unnoticed? Or like
Athletics, if you have it, which I assume you do.
Okay.
knocking on the door.
23.
Okay, you do bust through the door, but I would like you to make a dexterity check
Okay.
as well. Acrobatics, if you have it.
16.
16. Okay, so you do manage to see just beyond the threshold of the door there is a tripwire, but you manage to just hop over it.
Okay.
Ooh. You okay in there?
Yeah, fine. There's a tripwire.
You see that?
So inside the house, what you see is it's very much like the outside. It's very dilapidated, old, dusty. It looks like it's very like just abandoned. So you have like empty shelves, rundown furniture, whatnot.
I want to follow the tripwire to see what the trap would have been.
Okay, so did you make an investigation check?
19.
All right, so if you follow it, it looks like it's basically like the front is kind of like how like entrances, sometimes the entrance sticks out in front, so it's almost like a mini hallway that leads to like entrance area, and it's across there, so you can follow it to there, and you can see that it looks like it was going to it's attached to some sort of vial that it will kind of spray some sort of liquid in the middle of that area where the wire is.
Can I take the vial?
You can try, certainly, yeah. So you're trying to disable the trap. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I
this will
walk
be,
forward.
what is that? It's the, it'll just be like a,
I'd
You're-
say sleight of hand.
because normally it would just be like thieves' tools if it was the thief, but if it's not the thief, I guess it would just
Can
be.
I have him do it instead then?
Oh, yeah,
Can
yeah.
I tell him to?
He's gonna do it.
There I go.
All right, so our rogue is gonna try to disable the tripwire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So wait.
So he has thieves' tools, so he should be proficient, I would assume.
Okay.
It should have a notation somewhere. It's basically gonna be a dexterity skill, so it's just the same as one of the dexterity skills.
Yeah.
15.
Okay, so he manages to not trip it while disabling it, and there is a vial of liquid, and I think he'd probably keep it.
Yeah, he's gonna keep it.
Just hoping to use it on you.
You can convince him, maybe he'll help you
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
If it's in his best interest.
Okay.
I wanted to try to do a perception check to see if something's out of place.
Okay.
Like, like a board is up or something
Of course, of course.
14?
So you don't notice any like boards out of place or anything other than like kind of like there's like a window that's boarded up kind of thing, and there is a little bit of like unevenness to like the dust and stuff. So it's like you'd expect it to be kind of like symmetrical kind of everywhere, or maybe there'd be more one place or another. So it's there's heavier and lighter areas is what I'd say.
Okay. I want to check the lighter areas
Okay.
to see. So do I have to do another roll?
Okay, yeah.
I'm getting Sherlock Holmes up in here. 15?
Okay, so like inspecting closer, you do notice that there's kind of a texture to the thinner dust versus just kind of like when it settles, it looks one way, but it almost looks like it's been intentionally put that way.
Okay. Okay. So there's some light dust that looks like it's intentional.
How do you intentionally dust something?
You know what? It's like scratching your head. And I don't know.
I use head and shoulders. I don't have hands right.
What is
Head and shoulders. Hey, I'm gonna turn to the orc and I'm gonna go. All right, where is she?
Well, the one that's following you, or
Yeah.
okay, I don't know. It's somewhere in the house, I assume.
Great.
I'm gonna use my divine sense.
Okay, and that's 60 feet, correct?
Yeah.
60 feet. All right, you detect something undead below you.
It's below us. Where's the lighter dust? Is it like a square or something?
No, it's just like certain areas are just lighter, and some are heavier.
What areas in the house are lighter?
Kind of like in the main part of the room, and kind of like down the hallway.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it's gonna be downstairs too.
Assume we go down there.
Or follow.
Just
Is there a staircase to the basement?
But if you move forward, or you can maybe look around the hallway, see if there's more stuff there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Look
look
around.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you make a dexterity check?
Oh boy. That is a natural one.
Okay, so
Get it out of the way.
That's
is this basically like a like one of the stones starts to go down a little bit, like some sort of plate has been tripped, and then there's just like a burst of kind of magical energy, and you just don't feel so hot. Like there's no damage or anything, and you basically you have a -1 to all rolls for so you can take an extended rest.
Okay. I like it.
Man, that's the sleeps right there.
But you do see around the corner that there is a couple of doors on the left side, and then basically straight ahead there is a stairway that goes downward.
Found some stairs.
Wait, a couple of doors?
Yeah, on the left side.
No.
I don't trust the doors since there's already traps coming in and leading to the hallway. Let's just make our way down. And if anything is to be in these rooms, we'll check later.
I mean, shouldn't we check the other rooms first?
Just so we don't get surrounded.
I mean, there's assumingly shit down there, so we might not be able to go and check these things later.
Okay.
I'm going downstairs.
Yeah.
There's undead people.
Yeah.
You didn't sense any undead in the rooms?
Yeah.
So we're probably alright then. Yeah, we're gonna go
Okay,
downstairs.
so you head down the stairs, and I will pull out a little map for us.
I want to keep York in front of me. I don't trust him behind me.
That's fine. Totally fine.
I'm
I mean, he's not going in front, but he will let you be behind him. Let's see, where is it? There we go. Simple little guy here. So you're starting on the stairs. So I would say you could fit 5, and then I need to give you an orc. I think that looks orky enough.
I can think of
Yeah, you're
Unless I have something.
soul behind you. I think he'd be.
A little more people in here.
Yeah, we'll just assume it's single file from there, even like, so that's like up in the house, hallway kind of deal.
Yeah.
All right, so you're the first one in, correct? To your straight ahead, it's just like a regular basement, as you would assume. And then to your immediate left, there's some high-looking boxes. So your vision is obscured of this area, but you do hear that there's something there. And I would like yourself and the tiefling to make a stealth check. Unless you're intentionally just barging in kind of deal.
No, I'm just barging in.
Okay, then there is no...
Well, he would still be.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can still
he-
make a
he-
stealth
yeah,
check.
so, yeah.
So he'll make a stealth check.
But, 13?
13? Okay. And so, and then I guess someone's gonna have to do a little check here. 1, so okay, you have not been, no one's been taken. That's a 1. So, anything,
So even though you burst in, nobody saw you.
okay, then I can assume you've walked around the boxes then, if you're not making
Yeah.
any effort, and then the rest of the party can move forward to that point.
With me.
Well, they're still arriving, is the idea.
okay,
So he might be there, but
Yeah.
they're just like that. So this is just a walk down and came around the corner, essentially. And what you see there is sitting by that little green square is a familiar face. And they're just kind of doing like hand gestures and things. This is like a, I don't know what it's called. It's like a lectern, but it's like from the ground up. Because a lectern just sits on a table. But the thing that goes, like the full one, and there's a book there, and there.
Wait, a lectern?
You know what a lectern is? It's like you put a book on it. It's like an angled thing.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
like church.
But a lectern technically goes on a table. There's something different from the one that goes from the ground. It's the same exact thing, but like
Right.
there's a different name for it. I just don't know what the name is off the top of my head. But it's like a lectern kind of deal to hold the book that they're doing whatever magical crazy stuff they're doing. And then
What do you see up there?
We're just gonna.
It's the woman.
just obsessed, just not even noticing anything around her, focusing on this magical thing. And then you see there's various trinkets and things on that green table over there, and all the red stuff's boxes, and the orange things are tapestries that are. You can make a religion check if you like, and you may as well.
6.
20.
20.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
That's a religion.
So let's see. Now, it's a bit crude, but it looks like it is. You don't realize this. You know it's something, right?
Yeah.
But like you know this is Vecna. Okay.
Vecna. Oh, okay.
All right. And you know that is evil, undead. Like it's not a good thing. So this seems to be perhaps it's converted into some little either place of worship or whatever it is. Diametrically opposed to you, essentially.
Yeah. I'm just gonna charge that.
I'm jarring.
All right, so now I will give. They will get a check for that. So I'm gonna let you get basically get up on them before. So now we will roll initiative at this point. But you just you. So you'll just be here because he charged forward. So you do manage to get there. Everyone else is still sitting back.
Just some mad dude.
I'm gonna
You ready?
follow him. Oh, natural 20.
Fantastic. I'll just put you right at the top.
Oh, cool.
Who's thinks of the next highest?
19.
19. Okay.
Well, you have a +2, right?
Two.
So you got a 21.
I have
18 plus 3.
Oh, cool. I got
Yeah.
two.
never mind, I didn't do so well. I got 15.
It's 15, you said?
Yes.
And then
You got 14.
14.
Sounds like
And what you got?
that. I got 21.
21. Okay.
With my modifier, I technically got a 24.
Well, natural 20 is first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going first no matter what, essentially.
Cool.
And he's right there.
So as charges forward, you will be able to act in some way at this
Okay.
point. As he's about to bring his axe down, I assume.
Let me get my spell work real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on him.
Okay.
Get a little +2 AC.
Okay.
And then I'll come up to about there.
Shava,
So,
you still don't know what's happening yet.
Yeah,
You're
I
in a
don't.
stairway, and you just
Yeah.
see that some of them have charged forward. There's spell casting going on.
mhm. So, I'm coming right about. I know, I think I'm going.
Just pick a square, whichever one. Let's move the orc guy to a square.
I can't move. Can I move further than that?
You were here, so like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's your max.
Okay, then.
Well, actually, if you did diagonal, you could get one more. So,
It's true.
Right.
Hmm?
And then that's my turn. I'm just
Okay.
moving. I can't.
okay. Do you have any buff stuff?
No.
Okay. Well, you probably will afterwards.
After. But right now, I'm just. Because I have to keep an eye on him because of the orc and to see it's something different. I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, cool. So I'm just getting myself prepared to attack if he didn't just kill him.
Mhm. And once again, remind me the name.
Heiveth.
Heiveth. Alright. So I remember once I hear it, right? So Heiveth, bring down your axe slice unless you're gonna do something spell-wise.
Yeah, first I'm going to cast Searing Smite as a bonus action,
Okay.
and then I'm going to attack her with my axe.
Okay.
Here we go. 24.
That is a hit.
Alright. I'm also going to expel one spell slot to
Okay.
use Divine Smite as well.
Okay. Just adding damage, right?
Yeah. It's 9 damage. Plus 5 fire damage.
You read mine.
Plus 11 radiant damage.
So what was the regular damage?
9.
9, right? And then what was the fire?
5.
5. And then what was the radiant?
11.
11. All right, so the fire and radiant are halved because there is some resistance going on here. So that's going to be, we'll call it 16 together. So 8. So 9 plus 8.
You making up for last week, huh?
So 17 total. Okay.
You gotta do something.
And
Same.
as you hit this woman, she shrieks, and then there's like a shimmer, and then she no longer looks to be living and now much more undead.
Okay.
So now we have our enemy's turn here. So
Also, Searing Smite also has like a lasting effect.
okay, what's the lasting effect?
So at the start of her turn, she has to make a Constitution save.
Okay, well let's see. And what's the penalty for it?
On a failed save, she takes 1d6 fire damage.
Okay, and then what's the DC?
13.
13. Alright, so 8 plus. So what's the 1d6 you said?
1d6
Of
fire.
fire. So take 1 fire damage.
Just
And that's going to continue for a minute
Ever-
until she succeeds.
Okay, so it goes away in success. Okay, okay, great. So the first thing she's going to do is she's going to start casting a spell, and she starts waving her hands and incanting something, and then a ghoul rises from the ground here,
right.
and immediately is going to. It's just going to rise at this point, and then she's going to make an attack to you. And let's see.
I'm really about to get him.
Probably not. He has a lot of armor, and he just got buffed. So,
Boop,
so 16. No, yeah. Yeah. So she just takes a swing with her hand. No good. And now we're to Coren.
All right. I see a ghoul.
You do.
I'm shooting.
Using your bow.
Yeah.
There'll be disadvantage, I believe, because it's point blank.
Right. 19.
That hits. Is that a 4 or 1?
So 1 to
1. So it's 5.
Okay, 5. All right, now we have more something, more doth, more death. Morthos.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna move to here
Very good move.
and attack the ghoul.
Yeah, advantage.
At 20.
Okay, that hits. That'll be sneak attack as well.
Piercing damage.
Any stuff added to that?
No.
Okay, 10 straight. Okay. All right. Now we are on to the ghoul itself. The ghoul is going to swing right back at.
I'd me as.
No. Morthos, yes. That will be 14.
That is a tie. So I don't move that.
Tie hits.
Okay, then it-
Okay. So now Morthos needs to make a Constitution savings throw. Oh, actually, let me do the damage first. 5, 9 damage.
He's gonna get a 3 on that save.
All right. He is now paralyzed,
Oh.
Okay.
but he's on his feet, so there's no disadvantage to the. So actually, the way that works, they're incapacitated, can't speak or move, automatically fail strength and dex stuff. Attack rolls are advantage, and any attack that hits is a critical hit if they're within 5 feet. So the follow-up. The follow-up is not great. So now we are to our orc dude. So he is going to go this way.
Oh. Thanks, buddy.
I was gonna say it's gonna be even 3 on 1.
And that's as far as he can move. And then he's getting ready to do stuff. But now we're back to the top of the round. So we're at Thanean.
Okay. I am going to. Three.
Yes.
I am going to cast Hold Person.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed.
Okay. So let's see. What's the DC?
14.
14 is that. They have 13, but they are going to use their legendary resistance to automatically succeed and not be held.
Then, as a bonus action, I will use the Warrior.
Okay.
Bring it down.
9.
That's no good. Swing and a miss on that one. Now we're to Shiva.
So I'm going to turn around since I heard his self was paralyzed.
I think you hear something.
Well,
Maybe attack.
I heard the attack, thank you.
Yeah.
And then I want to do Thorn Whip, so I think that's
Well, actually, you might hear him if he's paralyzed. The lack of noise, right?
Yeah. Oh. What is he doing?
Melee skill attack.
Yeah.
Or you're doing a melee spell attack, you'll have to get one closer for that.
One closer.
Yeah.
It has a range though.
Oh, if it's
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a range of
30
30 feet, but
Oh,
it's a
it's-
melee spell attack.
that's weird.
It's thorn-
Whatever.
And
Yeah.
it comes up and grabs him.
So do I have to roll or?
Yeah, you still have to roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's a save, it's a roll.
Oh, that's a.
The vine grasps around the leg of the ghoul and then pulls on it, kind of. And does it.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Like, my skin's missing, but nothing else. But yeah, that would be my turn.
Okay, now we are to Heiveth.
I'm gonna attack her
Okay.
with my battle axe. Well,
12. Okay. Just regular damage, right?
oh, that was to hit.
Oh, 12 to hit?
Yeah.
Oh, it misses. Oh, okay. I just assumed you were gonna hit. 12 damage. Okay.
So bad.
Okay. Now, do you have anything else? Okay. Now we are back to our little enemy here, and they are going to once again begin doing the same hand movements, and again another ghoul has have appeared over here. And then, oh yes, they're once again going to make attack against you again. Whoa. That's a pretty good roll, too. 16. No. 16. Next time. All right, so now, Coren,
Can I climb on these boxes?
you certainly can.
How much movement?
You have 30 feet of movement, and then you can dash for whatever for 60.
Oh.
So it's not difficult terrain. You'd have to make a skill check to get over the boxes or onto the boxes.
All right. I'm assuming I can shoot from the boxes.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're not going to hit your head or anything.
This is a.
It's going to be athletics or acrobatics, whatever you like here.
Okay. All right. I get on those boxes good.
Yes. You do a little flip onto the boxes, but the ghoul will take an attack of opportunity as you
Okay.
move out of range. 17.
That hits.
Okay, so you're going to make a Constitution save.
2.
Oh god.
Okay, so after sticking your landing,
Oh, wait,
you strike a
6. But
you strike a pose, and you just keep striking that pose. All right, and let's do a little damage in here. 8 damage. Okay, now we get to make a save over here.
Alright. What kind of save is it?
Constitution.
18.
That is, shakes off that paralysis, ready to fight. Still has a turn, so it's not taking up the turn.
I guess he's just gonna attack it.
Okay.
Uh, 14.
That's a hit. No sneak attack.
10 damage.
10 damage, okay. So the ghoul crumbles with the blow, striking a very critical spot. You know, he has a lot of experience fighting the undead up close and looting them. So that one, we'll just put it over there. And now we're on to the other ghoul. So seems you've been caught from behind here, and they're going to make a little claw attack at you. 17.
17. That's my armor class. That is.
All right, so you can make a 10 damage, and then you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you know.
No, I have 3 left. Yeah, 6.
Okay, 6 total. So now you have just been you've been hidden from behind, and now you can't move, which is very strange because normally you would at least recoil in pain or something, but you can't even do that. You're just trapped, frozen.
This ain't great. Don't feel great. I'm
Okay.
saying in my head.
Okay, so now we are to our friendly orc's turn. He's gonna head on over to the table, and he's gonna start looting all the little goodies that are there. And that's his turn. He's using his full action to grab every valuable on that table. I mean, that's what they said they were coming here for.
In my head. In my head. I'm
You
all
guys
set.
do the dirty work and they get all the money. It's kind of
Sure.
not a great deal.
It's true.
And so now we are top of the round, back to Thanean.
It's just like all this clashing, and he's just like,
Like right next to him.
not right next to him. And she's just like,
Does she get an attack of opportunity since she
When he tries to run away,
Okay, okay. I'm just
but not yet.
he's certainly not running away yet.
He's busy.
I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So I'm gonna create another warhammer. It's just gonna kind of
Okay.
float. in
But like
front
a
of
glowy one, probably,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
me. Purple. Yeah, I mean it's like a floating spectral purple thing. And then
It's gonna come down.
when I cast it, can attack anything 5 feet in front of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make
right
it
there?
here, so that it can attack our friend here.
Yes. Let's give you a marker of some sort. How about nothing? Yeah.
Haha, perfect.
That's perfect.
No. Let's move next.
There you go.
Ambition. Does it have health or anything?
It's probably just like one hit or whatever, but
Because you could put like the health if it has a health. I was gonna say. So it's what's the attack?
the attack is I believe he uses my spell casting ability. Yeah, so it's a 17.
That's a hit.
Perfect. Oh, wrong one.
It's like that's a big damage dice.
8 damage.
8 damage.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use my warhammer.
Okay. Okay.
That doesn't hit.
Okay.
That's my
You thought it was gonna hit this time, but
you know, as long as something.
you got distracted by the really cool one.
Yeah.
You know.
The first time I've done that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. So now we are back
That's
to
nice.
her turn. Let's see. And it looks like she's getting lower on some health, so she's going to make an attack against you.
Okay.
Let's see what we can do. Oh, that sucks. That was just gonna miss. And then the second attack she's gonna make against
Has she been making the fire saves?
we'll do that right now.
Okay.
So what is the DC on that?
That is good.
Okay, that's good. So the fire stops. 18 plus whatever I have. And then the attack on you, that's not good either. So there's just swipe. So that was a pretty weak round.
Wow, my opportunity attack when she attacked him.
Oh, because you have that special thing, right? So you can go for that, yeah?
This big boss and all they're doing is
19.
Oh, yeah, 19 hits.
I mean, he has scale mail, I have ring mail, I have
10,
also a shield.
10 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, and I have a shield too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have the buff.
With the spell, I have 20 armor class right now.
Okay. Alright, that's good information. Let's see. Now we are to Coren.
Am I high enough so that I won't shoot them?
Well, you're paralyzed right now.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So you need to make a save against that.
Constitution, right?
Yes.
14.
Alright, you managed to shake off the paralysis. It doesn't last that long, but you are now on top of the box, still in your pose.
Shouldn't hurt.
With disadvantage, I'd say, because that's a tough shot, I'd say. You're shooting kind of over people's shoulders.
Oh, no. 14.
14. Because the first one was what was the first one?
7.
7.
I have a plus 7 to range.
Plus 7, oh, that's a lot. 14. So you do manage to clip our friend in the shoulder with your bow for whatever damage you roll.
7.
7, okay. Now we're to Morthos. Right? Morthos.
So you gotta attack that ghoul.
Okay.
Wait, 10?
That is a miss.
Okay.
No.
All right, so now we are back to that ghoul, and the ghoul, seeing that attack on him, and instead of taking the easy target that's not even facing him, he's gonna take another attack on him. 18.
The hit.
All right.
You about to get paralyzed.
Probably. 8 damage.
Alright.
And
He's at 1.
He really doesn't like the undead.
and he makes his Constitution savings throw.
He's paralyzed.
He sure is then.
Y'all both paralyzed? What's going on over there? We're handling her.
She's missing. All right, so now.
She let hit me, yeah.
Yeah. So now this one, he's going to do another round of gathering up more stuff from the table, and he finishes, he completes that, and he's going to be moving next round. So now we're top of the round to Thanean.
It's gonna be heading out. It's like, alright, see you guys. Nice party.
I am going to cast Guiding Bolt. 15.
That's a hit. It's just armor class stuff. A lot of dice.
12.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, my spiritual
Oh yes, of course.
warhammer is 11.
That's no good. Then Shava,
Okay, I'm gonna.
are you still paralyzed?
Yes.
Okay.
Gotta roll it out.
I think we'll just have to do it.
Constitution.
Oh.
It should be your like.
What am I to? I have
Oh
intelligence.
yeah, the next
So
attack roll.
Constitution is be +1.
Okay, so 14.
14. Right. So 14. That's a success. So now you can enjoy the rest of your round.
Thank you. I'm gonna turn around and just stab him with my spear.
Okay. Go for it.
Cool.
Beyonce goes in for the attack.
15.
That's a hit.
Yes, there you go.
So you reach back and then jab the spear in for
In his eye.
in his eye
for 3 damage.
for 3 damage, and the first damage is done to that ghoul.
That's a strong goal.
Well, no one's hit it yet. That was the. There's a lot of other stuff going on. All right, let's see. You were there, so now we are to Heiveth.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna attack. Here.
All right.
And guiding bolt gives advantage.
Okay.
On the next roll.
So advantage.
Alright, let's do it. 16?
That's a hit.
8 damage.
Okay. And despite being undead, it's starting to look closer to being more dead.
Not more dead.
It's closer
yes.
to that.
Very dead. But now it is also their turn. And they are going to bust out that cone of fire from before. And it looks like basically everyone but the hammer and the orc guy.
Oh, wow.
So it'd be a dexterity saving throw for is anyone paralyzed currently?
Yeah, the rogue.
The rogue's,
Oh.
all right. So
And he's at
he's
one.
just gonna fail automatically.
Okay.
Everyone else gets a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, 20.
You take no damage. Okay, you hit behind the box, so you can move behind the box if you want, for flavor purposes. You're ready. Yeah. So you duck behind the box, avoided everything.
10.
10. All right.
17.
17.
plus
10.
Dexterity.
All right.
Also 18.
So you will actually succeed on the save. It's a very little thing. It doesn't do a lot of damage even. So it's going to do 4 damage. Halved for you guys. 4 damage to the rogue. No damage to you.
He's
Ooh.
unconscious.
I'm one.
Okay.
Look. So apparently every time I do something...
Oh, he has resistance
Wait,
to
so-
fire too. Barely dead.
Wait, so who took the damage on that?
You also half damage.
Half damage, so 2 damage for
Okay.
everyone, and then he took 2 too because he had the resistance. So basically, everyone took 2 damage.
Are these boxes on fire now?
Probably.
You had
Yeah.
to say something.
Oh, but also the ghoul's got to save too. Like,
Oh.
right?
He's gonna
The
win.
ghoul doesn't save either. So the ghoul takes 4 damage.
They mentioned the boxes, you get the goal.
Well worth it though, the damage though. Yeah, but so we'll say the box. Where did it go? The box rolled really high, so the box isn't on fire. It's got some flame retardant in it, you know.
They knew.
Yeah,
They knew
they
that
knew
the
this
fire-
might happen. Fire is
Box
a
is
huge
stronger than me.
Could have told you that.
Yeah, that's sad.
But now it is your turn. So after ducking behind the box, what's next?
You can do whatever you want. It's your turn.
I'm mad at that fire. I'm gonna go straight up on my box. I have to do a 13.
Which one are you attacking?
I'm getting on the box again.
If you want to use your full movement to go in the box, I won't make you roll because you're just doing that, and there's no like combat around you, immediate vicinity.
Oh, if I get on the box.
Yeah,
I
if you use
can
your
attack.
full, you can attack still. I'm just saying I'll let you use your full movement rather than doing like a skill check.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah.
Alright, I'm a shooter again. I'm not
Alright.
happy at that fire. I'm assuming I have disadvantage again.
Yes, for the angle, yeah.
18.
18, that's a hit.
8.
All right. So that one hits square. You know,
Straight in the
and then we have a death saving throw.
Oh. What did he add to that? Nothing?
Nothing. It's just a
7.
7. That's 1 fail.
Alright.
Ooh, you gotta tell him a story.
I really don't like the undead.
All right. So now we have our ghoul, and then you're the closest one there. So
Is the ghoul on fire?
I'm so.
The ghoul took the damage.
Okay.
I don't think there's not like lasting fire damage on it, so I would say they've taken whatever damage. They've been singed or whatever.
Okay.
So they're just gonna make a bite attack on you. That's a 17.
Idiot. Don't even roll. I'm down. I'm
Okay.
prone.
Don't even roll.
It's 0. Don't trap.
Oh, wait, what were you at? 1?
Is that
I was at 1.
she was-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So-
it didn't matter. Okay. So the ghoul is done with their turn, and now we have.
Okay, the ghoul is doing better than the lady.
It is.
And now we have the orc, and he sees, the party's going down. He's got what he's got. It's time for him to make his escape. So he's going to make sprint one. That's what he's here
Does she
for.
get an attack of opportunity?
She will.
Okay.
So actually, we'll
Get
stop
him.
there to see it in case he dies on the attack of opportunity. It could totally happen.
Get him.
All right. So the reaction. Maybe he's super weak. Maybe
Yeah,
it does hit him actually, or it does hit him. Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
get him.
So let's see.
Wait, is this the only thing she's gonna hit?
Well, that magic stuff, and then summoning the ghouls. And, so it's going to be 3 damage,
I mean, like. her
and then
physically.
she is going to gain 3 health.
Oh.
So there's another reason it sucks that you died in us for her.
Yeah, this could just go on all day. Just be like- all right, so he does take the hit, but then he continues to move. So 1, 2.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
If you decide to take it.
I'm gonna take it.
Oh. Well, wait,
I like
are you
Yeah,
both
makes
gonna
sense.
take it?
Yeah, is
It
that separate,
doesn't
or-
get reactions.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
it doesn't seem spiritual.
Yeah, because you would have to use your bonus action to make the attack, so you don't have like a floating reaction bonus action.
Fair.
Oh.
Sweet.
9.
So he knew this was coming, so he ducks down
Okay.
immediately. So 1, 2.
Well, that's gonna come back
This
to
is-
bite us in the ass.
Yeah, well, he's abandoning us.
6. So now that's he's gonna dash though, so he's gonna go around them to avoid that one.
Literally
Actually,
just steps over to Bunny and like, hey guys.
All right, so he's
You're our last line of defense. You need to step down and block his path.
You're not getting past me. Oh.
top of the round. Thanean.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt again.
Mm-hmm.
That would be 16.
That's a hit.
How many times can you cast Guiding Bolt?
I have 4 first level spells, so I can do it 3 times in this one. 6, 11, 13. And then as a bonus action, my purple warhammer here.
Okay.
Do some stuff. That's a 1. Alright.
So 1.
It's just like
All right. So the guiding bolt hits with like what's the guiding? Is this like electricity or?
It is radiant damage.
Oh, radiant. So it is halved.
Okay.
But despite the halving, it is enough to almost disintegrate this ghoul, and so even though the hammer missed, it did hit the pile very nicely. No damage, because there's no damage to be done.
Right.
So we have a
Oh, good.
pile of bones down there. So
woo.
it was a spider all along. Yeah.
Oh. It's fine.
If I found the right combination of flippable things where it's like.
And then do I get movement after that too?
Yes, you may.
That way I can next round do stuff like that.
All right. So that was. So now it's Shiva. So you get to make a death savings roll. So that is 2 failures.
Don't die.
Okay, 2 failures.
So you just see him looking at you, just like you gonna die.
Basically, yeah.
Great. Alright, that's my turn. Next person. Who's that?
All right. So now we are. That one's dead. So it's Heiveth.
I'm gonna lay on hands to the road.
Okay. So Rogue comes up to whoever much health. Well, that I think he moves
No,
that separately.
I have to move it as a bonus
Yeah.
action. I'll just let that kind of disintegrate. It only lasts for a minute, so.
I'm just kind of chilling.
I'll give him 5.
Okay, so he'll be at 5. Prone still though, so. And you have any attack or anything with that as well? Or that takes everything. Alright, so now we are at Coren.
I step down from a box and come.
That's fine.
Is that my full movement? Or?
No, you can keep going. It's just a box. It's more like before because you were in the middle of combat and there was stuff going around you, so it was a more difficult thing to do.
Alright, I'm gonna go right here and shoot at them.
Alright, you got the angle.
Alright, that's 25.
Alright, that is a hit.
And that's 7.
7. Okay.
Oh, can I take the stuff from the table?
You are at the lectern. There's a book there.
Okay.
And you could, as a free action, grab the book.
I'll grab the book.
Alright, so you have a spell book. And now we are on a death savings throw roll.
For
Yes.
Morthos? I
Yes.
survived him.
Oh, so then he is his turn. He's 5 health, prone on the ground.
Oh, he's gonna get up.
Yes, half the movement.
Don't be
I go to here.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, great.
Actually, he's gonna attack the orc.
Okay.
Oh,
Makes sense for him.
give me my shit.
13, 12, 12.
That is a hit.
Mm, 8 damage.
Alright, 8 damage. Gives him a nice little jab in the ribs. He's like, boom! You know? So now we are to the ghoul. So let's see. Ghoul's there.
The ghoul can go after the orc.
The ghoul can Ghoul's not going to go after the orc. Who would the ghoul go after? So it just took them down. One revived.
They had the dead bodies blocking the way to the orc.
Yeah, just go down and bite it, you know, for attack, right? But it's gonna go for the paladin here, so it's gonna go. It's gonna be damn near impossible to hit, as we know. But we can certainly try. Nope, it misses.
That is the most definite miss.
All right, so now we're to the orc's turn. The orc is going to disengage and move 1, 2, and has disappeared somewhere into the upper house, unless he has some sort of special.
No.
Okay, I know you do.
I do, yeah.
How's there no tag?
Well, he disengaged,
Oh,
so he can only move 30 feet, but he can't be attacked by opportunity attacks. He's specifically avoiding them.
Yeah.
And so now we are top of the round. So, Thanean.
So I have 2 options. I can cure wounds, or I could spare the dying.
Okay.
Would cure wounds just make her revive?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll have that much health and she'll be prone.
Gotcha. All right, then I'm gonna go over here, and cure wounds. Jeez. 5.
Oh, thank
So you can erase your,
God. Oh, my 2?
yeah,
And then
resets.
can I use a bonus action to like hoist her up?
You're casting with the action, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so you're saying like with a bonus action?
Yeah, just
Let me see what's it like. It is her turn next, so you could definitely have the
yeah.
bring up. Because I assume you're gonna get up.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
All right, so you can do that, but 'cause the turn's chain anyways. So
So,
half movement to get up.
up, face in front of him. I really clench on my spear, and I just want to just jab it in the forehead.
Again.
Again.
Really?
Like, cause I poked his eye, and so like.
He doesn't need eyes, you know.
I'm right. He's just like I got the eye out, but I'm trying to just stick it through the
As long as
forehead.
he's got that nose.
Ooh, natural 20. We can't
All
do
right.
it. Oh,
It's over.
gosh.
This is it. Bam. And a
3,
6.
6.
Plus what though? At least plus 1, right?
isn't that minus?
Yeah, so it's 4.
7.
7.
7 total?
Yeah.
Because what is it?
It's double the dice
Yeah,
roll.
yeah. So
plus
that's
1.
6 plus
Okay.
whatever your bonus is.
Plus, okay, so 7, yeah. Plus 4.
7 total. All right, so you stab into the skull and you pull out, and it starts kind of like moving around awkwardly, and it doesn't look like it has much left into it. And so now we are to Coren's turn.
How big is the tapestry?
It's like they're like probably like 3 by 5. They look like almost like a poster kind of deal, but they're made of cloth.
I will attempt to pull it down.
Okay. Are you trying to rip it down or take to remove it from its like holder thing?
I'm trying not to like break it. And stuff.
Okay, so you're like removing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
What do I? Do I get anything to this too?
This would be like let's see, what would this be? This would be like a
Dexterity?
it would probably be under dexterity somewhere. This is like, let's make this like an athletics kind of thing, like because you're trying to reach
6.
high up to get the thing and you're really short.
6.
Okay, so you're pulling on it, but you can't reach it. You're just too short. You need a ladder, you know.
Your legs are dangling. And
I got no hops. All right, I'm shooting at the goal. It's gonna be gone for 15.
15. All right, that is a hit.
8.
All right, you basically you're not sure if you killed it or if it just fell over on its own, but it is definitely dead. It was on the way out. So we now lie in the basement of this house.
We just.
So Rogue's gonna run after the orc.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
so we'll get to that in a
Back,
little bit.
check some of these boxes.
Okay, go for it.
What would this be?
It would be investigation.
13.
Oh, it's a negative one for you?
Yes.
So it's just like mostly junk, like it's just stuff that'd be storage. There's a lot of like food that's just rotten, probably there for, however many years this place has been abandoned.
I'll write that. Can try for the tapestry again.
Okay. You had this will be a lot easier. It's not under a stressful situation too.
All right, there we go. 19.
All right, so you managed to get the tapestry off the wall, and you can keep it if you'd like. It would be a tapestry of Vecna, yeah. You can hang that in a castle once you get one.
Seems fair.
I'm gonna go over here. Is she just like? Did she turn into like a pile of ash, or is she just like?
Like she's a
body?
model. She's
Like it's kind of like you just basically just destroyed where like the you could no longer like the body could no longer hold the. It was undead, so like it basically you just destroy them to a point where they just can't. They just stop working, sort of.
They're lifeless, right?
I'm thinking.
So it's not a pile of dust, but it's a
Well,
pile of
lifeless.
stuff.
Okay. So he's gonna go around and start destroying the tapestries.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
that
So
seems fair.
all right. So you can make an attack roll for tapestry.
21.
All right. That's a hit. And
I just want some like evidence that we're here and just like
Yeah, we'll probably need one for that.
Yeah, we'll need
Yeah.
one. But you can go ahead.
Okay.
so that one's destroyed.
Did I see him take the spellbook?
Roll, or were you being sneaky about it?
I mean, because I was over here trying to save them, and he hopped down.
Well, it matters
Yeah.
what he says first too. Were you being sneaky about taking the spellbook, or just took it?
I think I just stuck it.
All right, then I'd say just make a quick perception that would have happened in combat.
16.
You notice that he grabbed something, like he was grabbing stuff.
Okay, because I want to walk over here and then see that there's nothing there and go.
A layer of dust with an outline of a book.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna turn to him and go. Is there a book here?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure to grab it before we left.
Can I take a look at it?
Of course. Not much use to me.
I just want to do an overall perception check to see, like, are there any doors or anything else in there?
So like you make an investigation check.
Yeah.
And I assume you're going around and destroying all the tapestries
Yeah.
that are remaining?
Yeah.
Okay. You are successful.
Okay. 18?
18. You do notice that there's something like behind one of the tapestries, there's like a, the wall looks a little different on one of them.
Okay, I want to go to it.
Okay, it's this one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Go check it
Okay, so you want to further investigate it, or, okay.
out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you're taking a closer look at this.
Ooh, natural 20.
All right, so there's a discoloration in the wall, and it looks like it's almost like a patch, like there used to be a hole there or something. It's about, like this big.
I want to use my spear and just like.
Okay.
cut into it.
Okay, so then this will be like, this is kind of precise, I guess, right?
Well, it doesn't have to be.
We'll just use a straight, like, straight dexterity check.
Okay, I can do it. I can do dexterity. I can't do dexterity. 10. Yeah.
All right, so you basically like recreate like the square thing,
Okay.
and then inside there's like a little cubby deal, and there's like this. It looks like a little box, like covered in leather, like not wrapped in leather, but like nice looking,
Okay.
And then so that's what's there.
I'm gonna just hold on to it. And
Oh, so you're gonna pick up the box?
yeah, I'm gonna pick up the box.
Okay, so the second you touch
Oh,
the,
I should pick up the box. That's what I did.
the second you touch the box, you just feel coldness all around you, and you hear just like whispering voices, like.
Mm,
Oh.
Oh.
mm. I immediately drop it.
Okay,
No. Wait, like, just drop it on the floor.
Drop
Yeah.
it on the floor.
and then it rattles, and then you feel like a source of coldness below you, but you're not encompassed by it, and you don't hear the voices anymore.
Okay. Hey guys, this box doesn't feel good. Found it.
I'll go pick it up.
I'm gonna go open.
I'm not touching that anymore.
So I pick it up.
Okay, you feel the same sensations.
Can I hear what they're saying? What the whispers?
What languages do you speak?
Common and Dwarvish.
You do not
Okay.
understand.
What language was it when I touched it?
What languages do you have?
Common, Druid, Sylvan, and Elven.
No.
None? Okay.
And so you're continuing to hold it?
Is it something I can open?
It looks like you could like undo like latches and things, and it could be opened.
Should I open it?
I don't think you
I don't think so.
I'm gonna
Spook
put
me
it.
out.
I'm gonna put it back where it was.
Okay. And then the feelings go away essentially.
I think we should take it,
I
but we
mean,
shouldn't
No.
do anything.
I think
you get to listen to him.
I think we should just destroy it.
I mean, we could find somebody who knows what it is.
Plus, it could be tied into the undead from the church.
This could be important.
What if we wrap it in the tapestry and just take it with us?
Okay.
Like running away from home style. Cool.
I will gladly give away the tapestry for this.
No, you're still holding on to it.
Well, you can keep the tapestry afterwards. It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
going to like stain it or anything, or corrupt the tapestry.
I don't want to touch it again. So.
The tapestry comes to life.
It's like Vigo.
I would rather if I help.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
think I would be holding on to. I mean, do you really want to hold on to the tapestry like that though?
I don't really want to hold on to that either, but I feel safer being the one that holds on to it.
Well, alright, you can
And it's not
go
like
ahead
the
and take
tapestry's
this.
evil. You know, You don't make evil claw.
I would assume that it's not very good painting for him to look at.
All right, so that's going into your inventory then?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll just be like leather bound box, I guess, would be the way to describe it.
No, it's leather. Alright, well,
I want to just investigate this table to see if there's anything the orc might have left behind.
All right, so you're gonna head on over to the table. And a little investigation check.
12.
All right, there's a lot of crap on the table. Like, he knew what he was up to and he grabbed the shiny pieces first, but it looks like there are a few things left. Like, he still favored his life a little bit more than all of the money.
Mm-hmm.
So there's basically like several gems. There's 7 gems on the table.
Ooh. All right, I'll pick them all up. What kind of gems are they?
Various colors. So it looked like there was more like kind of jewelry pieces and stuff. Like, they look like different kind of baubles that are probably magical, used for magical focusing or as components.
Okay, yeah, I'll take anything that looks of value.
Mhm.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm done here.
I think we're done.
oh, I'm done here.
I immediately
You go back upstairs.
All right, so now mini chase sequence, I guess. So let's do an athletics check, I suppose. We'll have my little guy as well. Find the stats for him.
Maybe acrobatics instead.
You can use dexterity or strength. Just do that. Like, we're not gonna do like a major skill thing.
Oh wow. 6.
All right, so he's chasing this guy, and he starts to get a lead on him. We'll give. He's not fully away, but one more roll. See if he can be caught up to.
20.
20 versus. All right, so now he is able to maintain some pace, but he is getting far away. So.
14.
All right, we have a tie. So one more.
20. 19.
All right, so he's starting to catch up again. So, but
7.
he does win in that thing, and so he does manage to catch up to him. But also appearing is Turak, I believe.
Tanet.
Tanet.
And
Tanet is there.
I think he would remember something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tanet.
Well, I think he's smart enough to not attack him right in front of Tanet, so he's gonna stop.
Yeah. And then, so when he's there, he sees that the guy, he's giving him the stuff, and he's like, "They attacked me," or whatever. And then it's like, "Let's go, let's get out of here." And then they all run.
They
So
run.
yeah.
I guess we know where to find them. So.
Yeah. Morthos.
He'll be back.
Not chase him.
Yeah. Okay. So then he just returns to the party at that point. So now everyone is in the upper house area.
I guess we still got rooms to check, right?
Yeah. Alright. How many other rooms?
There was the 2 rooms at the top of the
Is it
stairs.
basically just left and right?
They're both on the same side. So going up the stairs, they'd be on the right because they were on the left previous, going the other way.
I guess I'll just try the first door.
Unlocked, swings right open. It just looks like a bedroom. So there's like a bed, little thing that goes next to a bed, little whatever you call those.
Nightstand?
Nightstand.
Nightstand kind of deal, yeah.
Morthos is gonna check that room.
Yes, he is. So he'll make an investigation check in there.
Natural 20.
All right.
He feels over.
So
Daniel killed him. He should be rewarded for the looting of a room.
So he there's mostly this junk in there, but he does manage to kind of see that there is a sheath. It's just an empty sheath for a. It's very fancy for like a weapon or something.
Okay. He's gonna take it.
Okay.
Are there is there like a third floor or any other?
There's the one other room with the closed door.
Okay, I go to that door
Okay.
and I cautiously open it.
Okay.
But is it locked?
Okay. As you open the door,
Oh god.
you see before you
Oh god, is it cautiously?
a slightly. Well, I don't know if you saw the other room. Did you look in the other room?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you see. Well, for purpose of the, like, it's a slightly bigger room. So this would be like a master bedroom.
Okay.
The other one would be probably more like a guest room. Similar situation, maybe slightly better furniture, but still just as old and abandoned.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. I'll check inside. I'll do a perception check.
Okay.
Inside.
So investigation, so you can have that if you if you have it.
Don't have it, but 5.
5? Okay.
Yeah, 5.
So like it's just like all junk. There's like a copper piece in one of the drawers.
I'll take it.
Okay, you got a copper piece.
It adds up.
He gets something shiny for a sword he doesn't have. I got a copper piece. We're doing okay.
We're piecing things together.
Saying.
Morthos is gonna go check that room now.
All right.
Right in.
So,
What was it?
just 11.
11. He searched the same drawers. It's the same junk, really. Not much to really find there, unless he wants like some bedding or something.
He might.
He's like, it's a fancy bedding. That's the question.
Yeah.
Take one of the bedposts. I'm gonna go. Is there an upstairs?
No, there was a 1-story and it had a basement.
Okay. I'm just gonna do a general investigation check on the room that we came in from, the entry room,
Entry room. Okay.
just to see if there's anything notable. Natural 20.
All right. So you have like mostly empty shelves and stuff like that. You do find like another trap.
Oh, good.
That no one stepped on or anything. So that is another one of the vial traps.
I'm gonna ask Morthos to come over and disable this one too.
He's gonna go.
All right.
He wants another vial.
I'm gonna ask him before he does it if I can have this one. Come on.
You could try to persuade him or something. He could like.
Persuasion.
You could charm him. You'd all sorts of
I
stuff.
didn't.
Yeah. All right.
What was that again?
They would just be like thieves' tools.
Okay, right. That was like 14.
14. All right. Yeah. So he's got another vial of liquid.
That's the vial.
Stop.
I see. It's 2 of them, so they're the same thing. So.
And then he ran out, so he's gonna go back downstairs to the basement
Uh
and start searching around.
huh. Okay.
Will doesn't know what our intention
Because he ran out.
is. Should have stayed.
16.
16. All right. So as
Oh, wow.
as is natural for him to do, he goes to loot the corpses. There's really nothing on the ghouls. Like they're not even like they're not like from a dead person that would have stuff on them. They're just raised from nothingness. So they're just like just a body. But on the undead magic user, among the pile that has like kind of like the cloak and stuff like that, there is a little dagger that seems has a little off color. It's not like like it's not like a normal metal color. So let's give it a blue tint to it.
I want to go back down as well, but I want to see if I want to do a perception check and find anything that will lead us to what we were originally trying to do with the cloak, like the lady who owned it.
Okay, so you like want to take the cloak, or you want to look at it or something?
I want to take the cloak.
Okay.
Well, I want to first go see what he's doing.
All right. He's just looting the corpse.
As he does.
Yes,
Like,
this is his specialty.
Yeah. I ask him, is that a cloak there? If so, can I have
Is it worth anything?
it? You are so accurate.
It is.
You're so
It is a fine cloak from that cloak dealer
Mm.
that we knew from before. So there is some value to it.
Okay.
Just a black cloak.
It's just a good quality coat.
Before you want to take it, see any markings on it that say C. Is it
CJ.
CJ?
Yes.
Okay, he looks for markings.
And there it is. It's on like the brooch part.
Give it to the paladin. Because you know that's gonna lead us closer to what we need to be doing. Don't think thief all the time. Be normal.
Yeah, how's
No.
that work?
But money.
I'll give you 1 copper piece.
Good one.
Would you take it?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's not worth 1 copper
how about
piece.
1 copper and 1 silver piece?
You're getting closer.
Okay.
This is a pretty nice cloak. I mean, it's definitely worth more than that.
Man, you drive a hard bargain. Okay, 1 copper, 1 silver, and 2 apples. There you go.
Oh.
2 apples.
She's got apples. I don't know if they're still good, but she's got them.
No.
Okay.
I thought she was gonna say gold.
I was leaving to go, but
He's still gonna be with it.
yeah. Then I tell
This is
him,
literally like a scene she's fucking like going through her pocket. It's like 2 apples.
just hold on to it, and we need it for the mission. Just know that, please. Yeah.
Okay.
Then I go back up.
If she had paper, she'd literally just stick it in "Don't sell."
I go up and I let them know.
Well, he's wearing it now. Now that it matches the mini, so he's
Okay.
like, he's got a cloak now.
Works. I go back to the party and I let them know about the cloak and that we have what we were looking for.
Yeah, I just have no more interest. I'm done. All right, so
Now that trap was disarmed, I guess we can all go through the front door and it's fine.
Okay.
We're outside.
Alright.
So-
where are we going now?
That is what do we do now since like one the orc betrayed us? We found
Well,
them.
as I see it,
You can go back to the guy and tell him that we dealt with the.
yeah, the
The
way I
stuff
see it,
master.
our 2 options are go back to the cloak guy and see if he has any additional information, or just go straight to the chancellor and report what we already have.
Go to the cloak guy first.
We might find more information if we go to the one.
Yeah, we might have more stuff
We
to
good?
say to
Alright.
the chancellor.
Back to the cloak guy we go.
Okay, you make your way back to the shop. Enter, I assume. And he's like, welcome back. It's still not done, you know. It'll be about a week, I did say. But would you like to make another order, perhaps? I mean,
No, I'm good. I'm fine. I already have 15 I owe you, and I haven't paid if you want now.
Actually, you paid that, I think.
Oh yeah.
You paid it up front.
Paid it up front, I did.
So-
No, I'm good. I'm okay.
Yeah, so you already subtracted, I believe.
Yeah. I remember. I had it saved. But yeah, I'm okay.
Perhaps matching cloaks for the whole party? I'll give
No.
a discount.
We found the cloak you made for our infamous friend CJ.
I guess it would be another one, wouldn't it?
I told you my records were impeccable.
That's true.
This would be a second cloak, right?
No, we only had the one piece of it.
I thought they had a cloak.
Did they have a cloak? I'm
No,
confused.
there was a piece of the cloak that was like torn off or something that was tracked back to, it was a really fine material, it was tracked back to this guy, and we checked his records and we found this, which matched the name in the book that you found in the crypt.
Okay.
This is
Yeah, so
So there's a small tear of fabric missing from the cloak.
yeah, I guess it's up to him whether he wants to pull it out and give it to him.
Oh, he's wearing it, right?
Oh yeah, that's true. Why did we come
I don't know. Why did we?
here? So now you recognize it?
Yeah, I always recognized it. It's not, it's one of mine, and it's, you must have tracked it down. That
Yeah,
half orc had it, just like I said.
No, the half orc got it from. We got it from an undead ghoul. She was dead the entire time, so that was always fun. So in case that was keeping you up at night, that is.
I mean, it was an old cloak that got
Yeah,
sold.
no, I figured as much. Anybody else have anything to say?
I mean, if you don't want it, I could, just fix it up
I'm
and
sure
sell it again.
He likes the way it looks on him.
Yeah, I think we also have to give it up to the chairman.
Yeah.
But it was a pleasure to see you again.
Of course.
can't wait to see Ruffles
course.
outfitted.
You bought your badger a cloak.
Red or white. It will look stunning on him.
I'll walk out.
I bid him adieu and I head out of the door.
Yours is coming along good as well.
Good.
Yeah, so we head back to the Chelsey.
Okay, so you're heading back to the keep. It's what time is it around now? Because like, you basically woke up, saw the counselor, then went to the bar, or went to the cloak, then the bar, then this thing. So we're saying it's like late afternoon, probably at this point. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna beat this before I go take a long rest.
Yeah, everyone's pretty rough. So
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, my spells are tapped, but other than that.
Yeah, mine.
yeah, so as you're approaching the entrance to the inner walls, you see that there is a few not the nicest, most noblest looking people passing through the guards. Don't seem to pay them any mind though. And then you're able to go in as well. No questions asked or whatever, and make your way to the keep itself, which then you're able to ask for audience because you have proof as well, and you are able to get one. So you find yourself in the chamber with the counselor. Ah, welcome back. I hear there might be good news.
Definitely good news. We tracked the cloak to the guy who made it, obviously, and he let us know of a vile animal that had knowledge of the cloak, and then we begrudgingly worked with him to find where our infamous Saris Jafar was
Okay.
located, and he and I dealt with them, or her, I should say, and we found the cloak as proof of killing her again.
Very good. So you like to wear it as a trophy. Interesting. But very good, very good. Any other information that would be useful to us? What was the source of this?
That's right.
Do we have more undead that we have to worry about?
I pull out the spell book and I go, this looks to be the source of her power. She was reading from the spell book, and
She appeared to be a follower of that.
yeah.
Let me see that. So Vipenak takes a look at the journal, and he's like, yes, very much a Vecna follower. So that's why they were in the crypt. Ooh. Very dangerous stuff here. But
Not that dangerous. We were fine.
we were potentially dealing with a lich here if more time had passed. Not something you'd want to deal with on such small numbers. But he seemed to have caught it early. So good luck, I suppose, on that one.
Yeah, it's not good fortune. Show him the.
All right, we found one more.
What is it?
I'll pull out the weather round box.
Interesting. And then they go out to take it, and then they sense this. They get all those feelings, and they immediately hand it back. That is something not right about that box. They call for kind of their court kind of like a spellcaster or mage or whatever to come check it out, and they're going to show up, and they inspect it for a while, and they're able to say, "This is very good that you have brought this to us. It is a phylactery box. It is where the soul goes after they have been slain. It would probably only be maybe a week or two before they would simply be reborn somewhere near this box. And then they lift it up, throw it to the ground, and smash it. And then you do have there was that cold because you were close to it, but the cold kind of goes away. And so it's basically now the lich is not coming back.
Okay.
Essentially.
Well, good thing we found that.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Wow.
Thank you.
They leave. They call for some servants to clean up the mess.
Could you no?
They just want to be dramatic. And how goes the investigation in that other matter?
That would be Morthos talking.
Yeah, because he's
I have some leads. I'll keep you updated.
Very well.
Where's the cool catchphrase?
Your robes are magnificent.
There it is.
Of course they are.
Payment, maybe?
Oh
Right, that
yes.
was a reward, yes.
Oh yes. We can't forget these things. Your reward. Let us see. It has 250 gold is brought in a pouch and given to Morthos as the leader of the party, according to the
Oh
gunslinger.
God.
This dude had to follow us in.
Okay.
Looks like he got 250 gold.
Right in the nobody.
No, we're all gonna pressure him right now.
Splitting that up, right?
5 even ways.
Yeah.
Did he say how much gold it was, or did it just?
250.
He said
No, I mean I know it's 250, but did
No.
he say in character how much gold it was?
He probably said, yeah.
Oh.
He'd be like, 250 gold seems a fair ransom for this deed.
He's gonna split it up.
we know the numbers.
Otherwise, all of a sudden, we got 25 gold each. And it's like, oh, the guy stiffed us.
Yeah, that was what.
Yeah,
I was
it's
gonna
like,
try to
oh, here we
sneakily
go.
Give everyone less gold.
I would gladly get my
5 less, so it's 50 gold.
No shenanigans here, Morthos.
Whew. I head out and I just. Do we still have the rooms in the tavern, or do we have to pay?
Oh
for them?
wait.
Yeah.
Can I ask the Chancellor about my metal arrows?
Yeah.
Or someone that he can send for.
Yeah, so he can bring the same guy there,
Oh.
and he can actually just identify them. They are, let me check the previous one. They are 3 + 3 arrows.
Oh, can I have him identify my armor too?
Yes, is
wait.
actually.
The dagger.
No one knows what the dagger except for the rogue, and I don't think he's gonna bring it out.
Yeah, he don't want to get anything started. Take it away.
It's true.
Maybe ask him about the thing. He'd know better than I do.
Was this +3 to attack or damage? Or
Both.
Both.
So the armor.
Armor is it is adamantine scale armor. It provides no immediate bonuses, but it seems that there's an uncanny ability to avoid very devastating attacks.
Isn't that nice?
So essentially, you basically can't have criticals. Don't crit, basically, which is very good.
That makes it even harder to hit me.
No, it just means the critical. Well, the critical it hits.
Yeah,
It
just be a
just
regular hit.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
do extra damage.
Whew. I walk up to Jen. I just, speak in his ear. I'm like, have anyone with this symbol walked amongst your
No, not here.
Do you know any information
It appears to be some sort of religious symbol. I would look for someone who is an expert in that area. Perhaps they might know more.
Thank you very much. And I gotta go. It's been a pleasure. Ruffles, don't do your dance right now. We'll do it later. And then I just walk.
Okay.
Seems like I got nothing else to do here.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I'm gonna walk towards the inn just outside the
Okay.
inner walls.
Do we still have a room paid, or do we have to pay for that night?
You basically have free regular rooms, but you have some upgrades that you were paying for.
Okay.
Essentially, right now, as long as you're kind of in the service of these particular tasks, the rooms, the basic stuff is free.
Okay. And so that luxury suite was still mine? 'Cause
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, cool.
There's like 2 suites, and then the rest are regular rooms.
Cool. I go to the barkeep and I ask for a round,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have a seat saved. And because I got out first, am I ahead of the group or is everybody?
You would be a little bit ahead. I assume
Okay.
they left unless they had more questions or something.
Okay. So I have a table set for all of us with a round for the party. So I'm just sitting, my head's on the floor, my head's on the table, and I'm not drinking anything, but there's beer for you guys if you want it.
I'm gonna come sit down next to her, and I'm gonna take my round to end her round, and I'm gonna start drinking.
No. I'll sit down and have a dinner.
I'm gonna go get it. And Morthos is gonna go get some water.
Yes, because he. Yes.
And I'm going to reach across the table and grab his too.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have all 3 of them.
How you gonna?
Listen, no.
Oh man, so did any of this get us farther to what we know about this?
Technically no, but I have a feeling this murder mystery has something to do with it.
I have a feeling.
Because otherwise, I kind of took care of it. Although I'm concerned about where the soul went. Like, he goes, yeah, a week or 2 it'll come back into a body, and then just, does that release the soul? That's my
I
thing.
think that was the vessel that the soul would return to. So
It will
it's
come
not
back in that.
there.
Oh,
So. It
Wait, but then what are those voices though?
I think that was the voices of...
the souls
soul.
that are stored in there. But
I'm just afraid that he potentially released the souls, thinking he was destroying them.
Why don't you make a religion check? This is stuff that either of you would potentially know.
okay. I have
Make one too, I guess.
religion too, so
12.
Coren has no.
20.
14.
Yeah, so like you basically know that like that's kind of like that's what's keeping them from dying. Because basically
Okay.
what happens is like when they're trying to become a lich, they have like it's like a backup thing. If in case they die, then they'll respawn somewhere after they've kind of gained enough power. But with that destroyed, they cannot reform. So maybe they're off in some plane somewhere, but they're not coming back here at least.
So it's more, that box was more of a beacon so they
Yes.
can come back to the living and then,
Yeah.
okay. I
So
got
they
you.
might wreak havoc somewhere else.
Yeah, that's fine.
Definitely.
It works.
As long as we don't go on any interplanar travels.
Okay. So, Aiden.
Sir. You can call me sir.
Certain thing.
Wow. Actually, you know what I'm saying?
She's not going to remember my name.
No,
It's an
I
easy
just said
phrase.
I said that.
Okay.
But anyway, so do you think we should really take this murder mystery seriously, or would you, because the chancellor said he doesn't care the body, would you go back and take care of that work?
That's a good question. I'll let you know the answer
God,
when we get to that.
I'm nervous.
An example has to be made. He said that himself.
I don't think these are things we talk about while over alcohol. Especially since this guy's kite has 3 drinks in front of him.
Hey, they're paid.
You can buy more, man.
They're paid for.
Add dwarven resilience.
I can get my own. I've paid it for the group. I don't mind if he has mine. Whew, I got a bit you guys to do. I am tired, and as I get up and I walk out, and I just whisper and say, "You have the room," and then I walk off. And I lay in the common,
Yeah,
free.
regular. Yeah.
Ooh, who's in the inn besides us?
Just regular patrons. You know, it's mostly guards because this one's near the kind of keep. So there's a
That one
lot.
guard here.
What?
Is that one guard here?
Oh.
Not this moment.
Okay.
Because he was more of a morning guy.
Okay.
So like now we're, you know, it's
We in
pretty
the
late.
night shift.
Well, I'm going to finish my 3 rounds, sing a couple dwarven songs, and then retire.
I want to wake up at 12.
All right, that's everyone covered, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what's going on at 12?
I wake up, I get out, I go near the pier or where the water is.
Uh-huh.
I want to. Is it a full moon tonight?
Oh, I need to be.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's like.
So let's roll for moon phases.
No moon today.
Okay.
No full moon.
Then I just sit and I have I have old scrolls from my village, and I just open them up and I meditate until the morning.
Okay. So upon the morning, everyone has. You can expend the hit dice or whatever, but I would just assume it's all healed
Oh, yeah.
because we're not like in a situation where it would matter. And also be the next level as well at this point.
Hey!
Hey.
So you can add those stats if you had them pre-prepared.
Yeah, I'll roll the hit dice
Yeah.
now. Come on.
Not great.
How much health do you have?
28.
30.
Two.
I only roll 4, so.
Yeah. Well, I get +4.
You think I would a D10
I get plus
give
1
more
for you.
than that?
Sometimes you get the
Yeah.
Well, I
10.
have a like.
No, I get plus 2.
Yeah.
You have that
I-
dwarven thing.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
3 constitution.
Yeah, and then like, I don't know if everyone wants to start building characters this second, but like everyone will basically get their first,
Archetype.
yeah, thing, so. But if it comes up, we'll decide stuff. If it doesn't come up, yeah.
I don't think it'll come up
Mm.
later today, so I'm cool.
Got it. I go back to the tavern, and I say good morning to the barkeep. Good morning.
Morning.
It is a wonderful day. Question. How is the continental breakfast today?
As good as any other day.
I will,
Mine comes with breakfast, right?
Yeah, yours just gets room service.
I will take a nice round of the grapes, and I will head into my room, and just wait for the party to wake up and move around. So it's like my door's open up, just wait.
Okay.
Then I can-
And the rest of the party?
Like I said, I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
So you can get to them first, and then
Okay.
I'll kind of sleepily walk downstairs once everybody's done.
Mhm.
I'm gonna stay in order for a bit, do my morning prayers.
Okay. And Morthos?
And Morthos, he's gonna go downstairs and look for that guard.
What's with him in the garden?
They got into an argument.
They he basically insulted him. And it was bad.
And he wanted to either pickpocket him when he
So,
yeah. That's
frame him for murder.
Okay,
Yeah,
normal
that was
stuff.
it.
I guess I'll go on a walk.
Okay.
Oh, I know what I need to do. If we aren't going to be doing anything this morning, I want to find a jeweler to get
Mhm.
these gems of those.
Okay.
I want Ruffles to follow me.
Okay. Sneakily or not?
No.
Okay, so Ruffles is following you on your jewelry thing.
Walking.
He doesn't have the cloak, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No, wait.
Your clothes are not done yet.
because I'd be real mad. I'm gonna be real mad in a week.
I wouldn't put him on.
I guess I'm looking for any interesting shops. Or...
Yeah, if you want to do any shopping, I can even give you. I have a shopping list if you want to do shopping in the city, like with the gold you have. So
Okay.
I'll just hand that to you. And if there's any gold that was split from the reward, potentially. So here you go. And so everything is available at regular price, essentially, except for like spell scrolls, potions, stuff that's more like fancy stuff. And so you're having those appraisals. So you find a jeweler, and then you find that the some are worth a little more, a little less, but among the 7, on average, they're worth 50 gold apiece.
Okay. You said that they would be used for magical focusing, or any of them like magically imbued? Would this guy know that?
No, they just look like different, like little rubies, diamonds, and like
Gotcha.
things like that.
All right, then I will sell them to the jeweler.
Okay, so selling would just be half value would be standard.
Okay.
So 7 times, it'd be basically like 350 and a half of 350.
All right. Well, 175. I'm a rich man.
Don't say that one.
Well, I could say it to the jeweler.
Yeah, Morthos.
Morthos gonna look like an alchemist
Okay.
and try to figure out what the vials were from the traps.
Yeah, they are poison.
Oh, and like a magic shop, separate from and try to figure out the dagger.
Okay, so there is a magic shop in town, and let's see, I have this in here. So he enters the dazzling cloak potion supply, where there are potions of all sorts available, and we're able to have the dagger identified there for a price, though. It would cost 10 gold for identify cast, so boom, identify. And it is a dagger of warning. So what it does is essentially, if it's attuned to the user, then they will have, if they're like asleep or something, like if they're not like knocked out, but if they're like asleep, if something comes within 30 feet that's hostile, it will alert them and awaken them.
A nice canine, that's cool.
So it means they can like go to sleep while they're on watch or whatever.
Do we know where with the murder mystery, do we know where the
Yes.
was?
Yes, the location, you were told to go to the home of the murdered noble, who was Sir Rondel.
Okay. Like, where's his home within the area? Like,
You were told basically it would be somewhere near the castle, so probably kind of in the neighborhood where the inn is.
okay, so we're not far from it.
Does this jeweler have any necklaces of Heronias? Like a Heronia symbol that I could put on a necklace?
It could be made.
Okay. How much would that cost?
Well, what do you just want like a very basic one? Or you want
Yeah,
some, all right.
gold.
Gold chain though.
Gold chain.
Okay, so it'll be like a gold piece for the gold chain, unless you want like solid gold, or whatever. You just want gold plating, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks good. So it would just be like a gold piece.
Okay, that's fine. I will have him
Yeah.
make that.
And so that won't take long. It's just a matter of sending someone to the temple to go pick up a little logo or whatever to put on there.
Okay, cool. I thought we'll be back in a couple hours for it.
Unless you have one on you, then they could just you know.
I have a holy symbol, but I don't know how big that is. It was just part of my starting equipment.
We'll say that that's necklace sized.
Okay,
So say
cool.
they can just like put that together on the chain, and now you can
Oh,
wear it
okay.
as a necklace.
All right, so
So you would like grasp your holy symbol to do when you do like turn undead or something.
yeah, okay, cool. All right.
I get down and I'm looking. I'm looking
No.
for Haven. I got okay. I'm gonna write everybody's names down. I'm gonna remember. See, I forgot to. But yeah, I'm looking for Haven.
Oh, I'm in
Cool.
the tower.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Everybody's gone.
Uh-huh.
Should we wait for them before we start this murder mission, or you wanna go?
Buddy cops.
We can just go now.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay, so, oh man, I can't speak. I can't do anything telepathic to talk to Ruffles. So, him and I, we head out to.
Okay, so you are heading to the home of Sir Rondel.
Before we leave,
Okay.
I want to tell the barkeep to tell our friends if they do return that we are heading off to Sir Rondel's.
Got it.
Thank you. No.
I'll be behind them, obviously, but I was just getting the chain done and then going back to the tavern.
So you'll catch up with them
Yeah.
at some point. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just want.
Yes, the rest of the party will catch up is what we'll assume. So, but you guys will arrive there first. So you first arrive at the home of Sir Rondel, and it's a very nice estate here in this part of town. You know, it has like gate on the outside. Like there's not like a front yard or garden, but it still has the gate. Like Like, it looks like-
Yeah.
it like the metal gate, like kind of thing. Like it looks like there should be a yard. There's no yard, but it still has the gate.
Oh, okay.
It's like a designing thing. It's just a nice place. It's just like
Yeah.
you would have that if it was a big fancy estate, but it's
Mhm.
in the middle of the city.
Okay.
So it's just like a faux front yard deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like those balconies where it looks like a balcony, but it's not really a balcony.
Yeah.
It's like that.
I just wait until the party comes because I want to party. So, everybody around.
Okay, so party arrives at this point. You guys meet up, and you're in front of the estate of Sir Rondel.
I think Morthos is leading this charge, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Gonna head in.
Okay, so is he just heading in, or is he knocking on the door? What's
He's
going
gonna
on?
knock on the door.
He's gonna knock on the door.
Just
All right,
like,
so
yeah.
so the door is answered by a butler. He's like, "Hi, hello. How are you today?"
Pretty good. We're here for the murder. Checking it out.
Oh, are you with the guard?
Your suit looks amazing.
Yeah. By the way, yeah.
Oh, why? Thank you, my lord. Well,
No.
if you're here to investigate, I mean, there's been quite a lot of investigation, but I will show you as I've shown them.
Okay.
And you're led through the estate. It is still very kept. It seems the servants are still around, so there must still be someone alive in the family, I guess, who's, you know, where the money's coming from somewhere, right? And you're led to a room where it's just covered in blood, essentially. And here it is. You may investigate as you please,
Why haven't you cleaned it up?
so that someone could take a look. Essentially, we've
But you
maintained it.
You said investigations already took place. Why would you assume that more people are coming?
We were told that, you know.
All right. What's your name again?
The butler. Hagen, the butler.
Spell out my name.
Hagen.
I don't like that guy.
He has questions.
He's shifty. Yeah, no, great suit.
So he leaves you in the room to go about his business.
I immediately do a perception check.
Okay.
Just covered in blood. Oh my goodness. 20.
20. Not natural 20, just 20.
Yeah, 20.
Okay. I was like, okay, I give you these details. Like, the scuffle went this way. But, all right, so, I mean, you see blood. It looks like there was, like, blood that was lost in one area, and then it kind of spread to another area of the room, and then pooled. And then there's some on the walls as well. Kind of more splattery.
So it kind of like a scuffle, and then it ended in a central area, or?
Yes.
Okay.
So it looks very much like a murder. It wasn't natural causes. It wasn't a wild beast where they would get torn apart or something, probably,
Okay.
or eaten.
I want to look on. I want to look on the bed to see if that's where it started, or if there's any like starting point. Like, was he like? Is there like a desk or anything, or is it just?
Well, I mean, there's a bed and there's like the side table because it's just in like a just a bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like it starts just next to the bed.
Okay.
I'm going to not search the body, but
Well, there's
examine
no
the-
body.
Oh, there's no body.
There's no body.
Oh, okay.
It's just the scene.
Okay.
I want to check under the bed then and see if there was like anything that fell, like. Cause I'm picturing he had clothes on, so it's like something. You know.
Okay, so you're switching under the bed.
Yeah, exactly. That's
That's a good point.
So underneath the bed there is a longsword
Mm-hmm.
in its sheath.
I just pull it out and I just show it to everybody.
I'm gonna like take it out of its sheath to
Okay.
see if there's.
It's
blood.
completely clean.
Okay.
It looks like it's never been used. It's completely pristine.
This is probably
Probably
some
not it.
Rondels.
Yeah.
No one can play the sword then.
It is surprising though that it is under the bed, so he had a way of defense, but he didn't shoot.
Well, then it just means that he didn't see the attack coming.
Or yeah, he was surprised.
Can I ask the butler where the body went?
Okay, so you track down the butler, and he's like, well, it's been sent to the crypt.
What are you gonna do with him?
Well, to be interned there. I mean, he's dead.
Like,
Well, we were not just going to leave the body. It'll stink up the place.
Would Morthos be able to remember from his investigation of the crypt and counting the bodies to see who was there? Would he see Sir Rondel's name on that list? Would he remember that?
He can make an intelligence check.
how good is
Not
one?
as good as that.
I mean, it was only 2 days ago.
What?
No, okay. 14?
Maybe.
Oh, actually, 17.
Ooh, 17.
He may have remembered a name close to that, perhaps.
So we probably killed him again.
Who carried out the body?
Well, that was we just had the guards do that.
Are they here right now? Or does
I don't know. Somewhere with the guards, I guess. I mean, I don't know who they are individually.
I go to the gnome and with the butler and I ask him, what were you doing the night of his murder? Where were you?
I was in my room sleeping. Here on the estate.
Can I do a
was anyone in there with you?
what kind of
Does it
check?
check
What
out?
kind of check do I have to do?
Like
to,
an insight check?
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see if he's
I wanna-
lying?
Yeah, I'll do an insight check. 18.
Can I also do one?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, actually, plus one on that.
22.
I'm not getting better than that.
Yeah.
It looks like he's telling the truth. It looks like he's lying.
Well,
I believe you, but it's all up to this guy. If he pulls out his bow and arrow and shoots him, oh my god.
I don't trust.
Okay. I say thank you, and I walk back into the room. And are there any windows, or like besides the door, are there any other ways of escape?
I mean, the bedroom, there are windows, but they lead to like an inner courtyard.
Okay. I want to do a perception check to see if there's any like specific blood like on the handles and stuff like that, like it's leading out.
Okay.
Like directional blood,
Mm-hmm. You mean like if someone would, like had it on their hands or feet, kind of thing?
And they're
Okay.
just tracking it out. 18.
No, nothing like that.
Dang it! You guys, my detective skills are going.
You have detective skills?
I have detective skills. I think I do. I mean, my dad said I'm really good at finding stuff. I found a rabbit once.
Morthos is gonna investigate the room.
Okay.
Just for anything that looks like a murder weapon or that might be valuable.
Yes.
I mean, he could take the sword, the long sword that I found.
Too big.
Noticeable. I can't walk out with it.
Just a 7.
7. He doesn't find anything that he could just, palm real quick. No murder weapon, apparently, because it wasn't. I mean, there was the sword, but it doesn't seem to be that, at least. There is like a box with a lock on it. It looks like a small box on the desk.
Okay. Is the butler in here?
No, the butler left you guys there.
He's gonna try to pick the lock.
Okay. Give it a go.
Let's go.
11.
The lock is just too complex.
Okay.
I go to Morthos and I look at the box. Is there any like symbols or anything around, like on the box?
Just ornamental stuff.
Okay. I call the butler in and I want to ask him, what was Sir Rondel's daily task? Like, what was he in the castle?
Well, he mostly had to do with, he has many ships that work in the mercantile trade, and they travel all around the world to buy and sell things.
Has he received any enemies through this trade?
Well, if you are better than someone else, I suppose they're your enemy.
Anybody you know that would wish him harm? In particular, maybe a client or somebody that came to the house within the last couple weeks, an argument perhaps.
There's not too many visitors, but the only thing I can think of, there was an elf that he would sometimes get in arguments with.
Do you know this name of it?
Yes, Vesrin. Some sort of business dealings. I think he had some crazy idea of something he should do with the business, but he always said it was silly and brushed him off.
Okay. And then I would like if you had a list of all of the people that would be there the night of the murder that works for the house.
Okay.
Or is it just him?
It would be myself, as well as one of the maids was there that particular night.
Okay. What is her name?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. Is she here now?
Perhaps you could check her quarters.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to Gabrielle's room. The door.
I go with him.
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
No answer.
No answer.
I'm gonna try the door.
It's unlocked.
I'm gonna go in and make an investigation check to see if. Or is she in there?
No, she's not in there.
Okay.
It's like a cell style room, like you imagine for like a similar to what you would have in like a monastery or something, where it's just bed, very small desk, and there's no like extra space. It's purely for sleeping purposes.
Okay.
So it's not really for living in kind of thing.
Well, I'm going to make an investigation check
Mhm.
of her quarters.
Mm-hmm.
11.
11. So there's the bed there. There's like the tiny little nightstand / desk, which there's just a few papers about some of the kind of local goings on, kind of event stuff. Maybe she was looking to go to something or another. No diary, no.
Oh, okay.
And that's all that's really in there. There's not much in the room.
The bed's made.
Yes.
I'm just gonna pull back the bed sheets and see if there was anything, in the bed or under the bed as well.
Just a pillow.
Just a pillow. All right. So she's not hiding anything there.
I want to check the nightstand and just see if there's any hidden.
Like hidden compartments. So you can make an investigation check.
Okay, cool. 13?
You find no hidden compartments.
Okay. She's clean.
The clippings. You said there was an event.
There's just various events from around, like things like maybe it's a sale in the market or a musical type of thing.
Is there anything dated for today?
Nothing for today.
Okay. Then I'll go rejoin the party, I guess.
Okay.
So walking down the hall, you do see there is some maid doing some cleaning in one of the
thank you,
halls.
sir. Are you Gabrielle?
Yes, I am. How can I help you?
So we're here investigating the murder. I'm sure a couple people have talked to you so far. We just want to get what's going on, make sure you aren't the one that killed him. You know what I mean?
I would never do such a thing.
I wouldn't either.
I want to check her just right by her saying that.
Okay, can you do an insight check?
Why not?
Inside check.
Yeah. Who would be here? Because you were rejoining the party.
Yeah.
So
We
they-
were walking down the
they-
hallway,
yeah.
so if they saw us from
So
the
you
I
guys
think-
are in the room, right? The three of you are in the room, and then
Right,
those
it's
two
over.
are.
Yeah.
All right. So just so they can roll.
Oh.
God, I got an 8.
And were you inciting as well?
Sure. I got a +6 to that, 12.
Well, she seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
I mean, just how she said
So, can you recount your events? Did you hear any screaming or calls for help, or what happened? Where were you? What's going on?
Well, I was in my room that night, and then I heard a scuffle.
Mm-hmm.
Investigated, and there was Sir Rondel dead in his chambers.
And so you would have been the first to.
I believe so.
Okay.
And then the butler joined me very shortly after that.
Did he seem out of breath?
Well, he ran there, so of course he would be a little out of breath.
Okay. Okay.
Were you worried at all? Did you try to look for the person who did this, or were you?
Well, of course, I could be next. Who knows if they were here to rob the house, take the valuables.
Okay. I want to do, if I can, I want to do another insight check just to see if she had her own hidden agenda.
Okay.
Shit. Not high. I'm gonna give it that.
What can you tell me about this veteran?
I've heard of him. I mean, he's visited occasionally to argue with the master, of course, and whatever it is they talk about.
Do you think there's any reason why, other than the arguments, why a veteran would wish Sir Rondel harm?
I can't see why. I think he wanted him to agree with him. I don't think he would kill him for any reason.
Have you over, did you overhear their arguments at any chance?
No, I stay out of that business.
I'm gonna. Is the butler there too?
Not at the moment. Right now, you're in the hallway with her, but you
Okay.
can find the
Still in
butler.
the room?
Thank you very much, Gabrielle. Don't leave town. We want to make sure that we find this murderer first.
I will stay here in the manor.
Okay. Also, I'm a little curious. Why are you still here? Is there somebody else in the family that is still paying you, or?
Well, the family, there's quite a lot of wealth in the estate,
Right.
more to last all of our lifetimes. But I believe there is a family member, perhaps in Crystal Cliff, the rest of the family. So at some point, perhaps, maybe they'll use this as a summer home?
So you're just kind of running on faith that somebody will eventually show up and thank you for your time, and or you're just here. Your master's dead now. Like, why are you still here?
Well, we can. I mean, the butler runs the finances, so we're still able to withdraw from the account
The
at the.
family account. Okay.
Does the family give you a certain amount within this account, you guys?
Well, we receive our pay. I mean, I don't have access to that, but
But you know how much you get paid. It has
Yes,
to hand you
yeah.
a certain amount of gold.
Do you know the names of the other members within this family?
so Rondel's a bit estranged from them. He was very interested in the business. I know he has a family, but he certainly never had them visit.
Mm.
Ugh. Well, again, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Clearly not a very good name.
I didn't even clean up the room yet.
Might be still useful.
Do we find anything? The
No,
box.
Nothing in note. Oh yeah.
Maybe the butler has a key to this box.
Maybe.
Hey, Ian.
Call from
Ah.
something.
Yes.
What do you know about this box?
Well, that's where all of the master's valuables are kept. So,
I'm gonna look over at Morthos and I go, no.
would you like to inspect the inside?
I would love to.
Okay, so he takes you in there, and then he unlocks the box and opens it. And there's various very high-end, like there's like rings and things, also like ones that would probably have like certain little enchantments on them that would be worn for formal occasions. That are almost not even like, I mean, you think of like enchanted stuff for like combat reasons, but this is almost like makes you look better kind of deal.
Mm.
Like makes you more charismatic and stuff like that. So it's something that, you know, good for him working his business, all that kind of stuff, or formal occasions.
Do you know where he got these rings from?
I believe here and there, some of them were delivered in. If he particularly wanted it, some he could have gotten here, or in his visits to Crystal Cliff as well. There's lots of magical items available there to be bought. Is the capital.
Do you know if any are missing? Is this the complete set, or?
Or just anything in the
The
house.
only one that was missing was the one he was wearing, but that one we had him buried with.
That's fair. Yeah, like he was saying, is there anything else in the house that went missing? Any valuables actually stolen?
No things missing. He just seems to have been murdered.
Do you know
For
what the
no reason?
ring he was buried with was?
What was it?
Yeah, like that
Um,
particular ring.
I believe it was the one that he was given upon gaining entrance to his guild.
What is guild? Which guild?
He was just with the mercantile guild. So that allows him to
That's why
participate in trade around the city and in the nation.
Okay.
Do you know where the elf resides? Mostly.
Well, he mostly met him down by the docks when he would be conducting his business, visiting his ships and whatnot.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any particular location, but that's where the run-ins were said to occur.
Okay, so that's where you mostly see.
Mhm.
Okay.
Maybe I heard this earlier and I just didn't hear it. Is this his place of business, or does he have like a shop in the city?
He deals with trade, so he doesn't run shop
shop,
specifically,
okay.
he delivers the goods to the shop. So sometimes bulk goods, if it could be
Okay.
food or wood or something.
So this is the headquarters, and he just tells people from.
This is
town.
his home, so
Okay.
there is no like, he just runs the ship. So the ships could be considered the place of business.
So
Like-
he's more of a traveling salesman, right? Travels out? Or?
No, he owns ships that do trade in the world.
Are there any ships that are in the docks currently?
Or the-
We'd have to check the ledger, see if there's any right.
No?
Yes, there is in his study.
Okay. I'm gonna check the ledger to see if there are any ships
Okay.
that are.
Not currently, but it looks like one might be coming in maybe like a week.
Were
It
there
has, yeah?
any that were here the
The
night
left?
of the murder?
No.
What's gonna happen to the ships now that he's gone?
Well, he is not bothered with such simple tasks, so they will just simply continue to run themselves. He merely owns them.
Do you run them?
No, I merely run the estate.
And the finances.
Yeah, well, I pay the workers here. So.
Okay.
Alright. When you found his body, were you grieving or sad at all?
Well, a little bit. It's not a pleasant thing to lose your employer, but we were not. No one was particularly close to him, so.
Or a new insight check?
You already got that 20.
You're not very insightful.
I am not.
She got that one insightful thing and then poof.
Right? It's 9.
He seems to be truthful.
Okay.
Well, we will be back.
Okay.
Unless anybody else has anything.
No, that's all I have. Please keep me informed if the elf returns at all to the home.
Of course.
Thank you.
So everyone's done here?
Yep.
All right, so as you leave, you are heading to the docks on your way to find Vestrin. And that's where we're in today's session.